Hello and welcome back. So we have the amazing Jenny Connor with us today. Jenny, tell me a little bit more about who you are and where you're from.
Okay, so I'm Jenny, and I'm from Durham in the northeast, and I have a farm which is called Dalton Moor Farm. It
Okay.
was up until very recently 24 acres of rewilded natural landscape and food forest. It's a fruit and herb farm, I suppose, and home to the School of Sustainable Living and Wellbeing, among other
Wow.
things. Also home to my other business, Cup of Life Coaching. Um, and I recently purchased another 108 acres of woodland next to the farm so that that would stay as woodland forever and not be developed as anything else.
Mm, gosh, that's amazing. Like, what on earth got you into this?
I think multiple things. I've always been a bit of an outdoorsy person, sort of nature's wild child, always been very self-reliant, learned how to do all sorts of things for myself at a very young age, and always had a hankering to have my own small holding farm. Um, I then went off and trained to be a doctor and worked in the NHS for 40 years, and moved into a lovely old farmhouse, but didn't have any land, appreciable amount of land with it. Nagged the farmer around me for 19 years to sell me some land,
Yeah.
which he ultimately did, and then bought a little bit more, and now recently some more. Um, and I was going to set it up as your typical English small holding farm with animals and all the rest of it. And I really wanted to have goats because I think they're amazing. But as I researched the realities of animal farming, animal agriculture, I realized that I just couldn't support it at all. It was horrendous what I discovered. And I was quite angry. I hadn't seen the truth many, many years earlier. So I realized I had to become vegan. And so the farm also would have to be vegan.
Mm.
I briefly considered whether I could afford to have a sanctuary for the animals. Realised I didn't have either the time or the funds to do that. So it became a fruit farm and rewilded wildlife sanctuary, I suppose. And it's a place for rewilding of the land and for rewilding of humans, which is what I fundamentally do. Having experienced the real benefits myself of having um, become again really close to nature and connected very deeply to nature in the land. Learned much more about plants and wild plants, particularly in foraging, and how nature provides us with absolutely everything we need: food, medicine, materials. Because let's face it, if she didn't, we wouldn't be here because our ancestors wouldn't have survived without shops if
Mm.
nature didn't provide everything. We just forgot. So I've relearned all of that and benefited hugely myself in terms of my own physical and mental health and well-being. So and learned lots and lots of new skills, well, old skills, if you like,
Yeah.
and knowledge, ancient ancestral knowledge. So I share that now with other humans to rewild them too, so they can benefit as well.
I love that. Like, I really genuinely love that. And I love that you are just following what feels good, following that aligned space of, yeah, that doesn't align with me. So I'm going to do this instead. And I think the more we do that as humans, the more we get to really own our own truth and power, which I know a lot of people kind of hide from. So, Jenny, you've become part of the first Entrepreneur Awards movement. Like,
Yeah,
how
well,
exciting is this?
yeah, it's quite a thing, isn't it? Quite a thing.
So,
Quite a thing
so
it is.
how did you first find out about the Business Ascension Symposium and Awards?
I think it was in one of the many WhatsApp groups I'm part of. Someone had posted, "Hey, look at this," and so I followed the link and discovered um, what you were doing, which is very brave of you, I think, as the first event of its kind. Very brave. There's a lot of work. I understand there's a lot of work that you've done there. So thank you for doing that. Um, and it's really quite exciting.
Yeah. So, oh God, you made me a bit emotional now. Um, it is exciting. It is a movement. It is the first of its kind. There is in America Spiritual Entrepreneur Awards, but there isn't here in the UK. And here in the UK, we're very easy at just shutting things down, suppressing things, not speaking up, not shouting about the changes that we can make, not being who we really are. So this is really quite a big thing. But what I'd really love to hear from you is, how did you feel when you received that nomination email?
Oh, well, absolutely. Well, chuffed to bits. I think it's so difficult for all of us to recognise what we've done and what we're doing. Um, like you say, we're all very stoic in the UK. Tend towards not being very emotional about things.
Mm.
Um, and we don't often stop to see what we've done and what we've achieved. Too busy moving forward to see how far we've come. And I
Mm.
think it's really, really beneficial for us to do that from time to time. So this is a real opportunity to just say, yeah, hey, I've done loads, and yeah, go me. So yeah, it's good. Recognition is something we don't often get. I think we're just too busy. Um,
No.
but
But that's why
it
we're
feels
changing
good.
it. We're
It feels
changing
good.
that. Yeah,
Yes.
we're trying to reduce the, what's the word? We're trying to reduce the humbleness of spiritual entrepreneurship and actually awaken the recognition, not from an ego perspective, but from a, what's the word?
Gratitude.
Yes, a self-gratitude movement here, because
Yeah.
we don't give ourselves that gratitude enough. So, Jenny, you've gone through to the finals. We've got the event in just over 4 weeks.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about this experience?
Well, I think I'm really looking forward to it. I think I'm looking forward to the daytime. I think it's going to be amazing. And I need to find myself something really posh to wear in the evening. I'm usually in more sort of farm-worthy attire, or just a little bit of networking, where I'm a bit more presentable. But yeah, I don't often get out all scrubbed up, so that'd be
Brilliant.
quite fun.
Love it.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to sharing that space, meeting you in person as well. So Jenny, if someone was watching and listening into this right now and they were thinking about coming along to the event, from your perspective and from your energy that goes behind it, what would you say to them about being there?
Come to the event. I think they should definitely come. It's going to have such a real positive energy because of the nature of the people who are part of it, and yourself too. It's as you've said, that spiritual side of our existence is so often pushed aside and buried, and particularly in business where it tends to be very businesslike, um, or just a bit silly if people are more relaxed. But the spiritual side, people are um, afraid to go towards. I think men particularly find that difficult often. And so, because a lot of business has a lot of men in, then women don't necessarily feel the confidence to express the spiritual side of their own personalities or their businesses either. So, I think this is going to be a real special occasion, where that is going to be the fundamental central value, if you like, of everything that's going on and all the people there. So I definitely think people should come and just experience that energy. Could be transformational for them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's going to be transformational. It's going to be the first in history, and it's going to be an amazing experience, especially with the workshops and the keynote speakers that we're bringing in, because it's not going to be a traditional go to a conference, take some notes, get overwhelmed, get too much knowledge drummed into your brain that you can't process it. This is going to be an energy shifting experience from all kinds of different angles. So I'm very much looking forward to bringing that in. So if you are listening in, if you are watching this and you haven't got your ticket yet, this is your kick up the butt to go and get one, because this is going to be an event that you haven't experienced before, but you're also going to be supporting us in making history and showing that spiritual entrepreneurs can be serious in business. And more importantly, we don't need to have that separation. So thank you so much for joining us, Jenny. Where can people find you?
People can find me via either of my websites. One is called Dalton Moor Farm, DaltonMoorFarm. farm.co.uk, and the other one is Cup of Life, cupoflife.co.uk.
So go and check out Jenny, find out what she's doing with both the farmland and within her coaching, and we'll see you and speak to you very soon. But more importantly, get your ticket, get in the room and come and join us. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. Feel in your gut. If you need to be there, come and join us. Thank you, Jenny.
Thank you.